dear Prime Minister of Government. First of all, I want to thank you all for having such a wonderful debate. Today's resolution is this House supports the disclosure system of sexual crime records. What is a disclosure system? According to the encyclopedia, the disclosure system of personal information of sexual offenders is a system that discloses sexual offenders' information. This system started since 2000 years, and we disclose their information during 10 years. This system has a value to argue because it can divide it into pros and cons. And our team believes that we should have disclosure system of sexual records. Our point can be divided into three parts. First, Prime Minister of Governments, I declare our main premise. Next, the Deputy Prime Minister of GEO would make rebuttal. Then Alice would reply and make the last deposition. First, citizens have a right to know if there is a sex offender living in their neighborhood. There is a danger of sexual harassment. Let's say a man who committed a sexual crime lives in your neighborhood. He seems like a nice guy. How could you possibly protect yourself without any information about that man? Second, crimes of a sexual nature are among the most damage. They can ruin a child's life. If we neglect these criminals, we risk our and our children's well-being. First, for instance, if we don't know that criminals are hanging around our vicinity, our children can be the target. Therefore, we have the right and also obligate to know this information. We must protect ourselves and our bodies given by our parents. Honestly, what is more important, the right of criminals who committed horrible crimes or safety of your children? You choose. Is there any POI?
POI, you said a citizen should know offender is nearby. Disclosure of sexual crime record has many problems.
Yes.
So we can choose another site to protect the victim and citizens. What do you think?
I can't understand.
Yes, can you repeat the question one more time?
I said citizens should know offender is nearby them. So we can choose another site to defend. This system has many problems to human rights. Other sites to defend.
The human rights issue of the ex-convict. Okay.
But what is more important, criminals' human rights or your life?
Yes, thank you.
Any other POI? Thank you.
Thank you. 잠시만 설명드리자면은 성범죄 그 기록에 대해서 전과자들의 기록을 인터넷이나 메일로 보내서 공개하는 것이 과연 정당한가에 대해서 아이들이 이야기하고 있고요. 이제 클로에 학생은 이제 government 팀에서는 이것을 공개하는 것이 좋다, 공개해야 된다는 의견을 얘기하고 있고, 그리고 여기서 이제 범죄자들도 인권이 있고 별로 실질적인 효과가 없다 이렇게 해서 반대를 하고 있는 그런 토론의 실전 토론의 그 상황을 보고 계십니다. 네. 그렇게 해서 okay, so thank you thank you Prime Minister. Next person, the leader of opposition from the opposition team. Please welcome Lily to a podium. Everyone. Yes, please.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lily and I will be your Prime Minister. I'd like to start with one story. A teenager boy died because of his father's guilt. The boy was not at fault for his father's crime, but he still suffered for his mistakes. For our we'll talk about the why we shouldn't have disclosure system. Sexual offenders can be harassed and threatened for their job and family. Secondly, sexual offenders also protect the human rights and it have to be protected. And Deputy Leader Emily will represent how offenders' life will be miserable with this system. And Jessica will represent the offender's family's human rights and that should be respected. And let me provide you with two signposts of my one resolution. First of all, disclosing crime records will help in preventing sexual crimes. But if we disclose such record, the offenders can be harassed and they would not have a chance to live a good life in society. This can lead to more recidivism. Secondly, sexual offenders also have the human right. To be specific, all the people have the right to live and pursue happiness. So do these people, let us help them with their fresh new start. For our oneself, for our world community, to make this world a better place. In conclusion, protecting victims is also important, but please focus on now we should prevent it. We don't want to make more victims. Ladies and gentlemen, please support our cause and give a vote to our team. Thank you.
POI. You said criminals' personal information have to be protected, but I think this is the punishment of the criminal because they did of sex offense.
I didn't understand.
You say criminals' personal information have to be protected, yeah?
Protected.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't need, of course it must be protected, but it's punishment of sex offense, what they did.
So they're just paying for what they've done, basically. So it is part of their punishment, according to Gio's argument. It is part of their punishment, disclosing the information. It's included. So what's your response to that?
But sexual offenders also have the human rights and they have to live a good life in society.
They need an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much. Next speaker from the government team, Gio, Deputy Leader of the government. Please welcome up to a podium. Okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank you all for having such a wonderful debate. I'm your Deputy Prime Minister Gio, and I'm on the pro team. Today's resolution is that this House supports the disclosure system of the crime reports, and our team agree with this resolution. Let me present you the first reason that why we're supporting this bill. Offenders must be released at some point. We should take a measure to prevent any threat of criminals act. It would allow police to track down re-offender fast and provide a strong restraint against re-offense. Previously, the leader of opposition presented her opinion that disclosure system for the sexual criminals should not be passed. However, our party believes it is a practical solution to this deep-rooted problem. We believe that disclosure system is right thing to do for the victim and her family. Another advantage of this bill is citizens have the right to know if there is a sex offender living in their neighborhood. It is because the right of innocent children and other safety is more important than the right of ex-convicts. And also, crime of sexual nature can ruin a child's life. If we don't disclose the crime records, we would have to live under the constant fear from the threat of sexual assault. Remember, the safety of general public should always come first. Thank you for listening, and please support your vote our team. Is there any POI?
POI time? No POI? Thank you, Gio.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Gio from the government team. Now making a rebuttal from the opposition team, Deputy Leader of Opposition, Emily. Please welcome her to the podium, everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm your Deputy Leader Emily. Today we are here to discuss the resolution Disclosure of Sexual Crime Course, and I present the opposing side. Our team strongly believes that we should not disclose crime course, and I have two reasons for having this opinion. First of all, disclosing crime course could prevent sexual crimes, but if we disclose crime course, the offender's personal information will be open on the public. If the personal information is up to everyone to see, sexual offenders can be harassed and cheated at their own home. Most people on the list will have a hard time getting a job. This is a violation of the human right. Our opponent team claims that our country law is too lenient for offenders. My question is this: it is not the disclosure system we need. Crime of sexual nature should disclosure system does not have preventive effect. It only gives more stresses to the ex-convicts and lead them to make the wrong way. Then what is the real effective way to protect our society from such horrible things? First, the law of our society should be changed so that prison term for the sexual criminal is extended. Therefore, the better way to prevent crime is to provide better education. We should create better and happier society. This is a more fundamental solution. Instead of such cruel law that invades human rights. Like Germany and France, I don't want cruel laws. I want our country to be trusted by everyone and live in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, please support your cause and give a vote to our team. Thank you. Do you have any POIs?
POI.
Yes.
You say stress of ex-convict. How about the stress about victims and their family?
But first of all, the offenders harm the victims, so the neighborhood or some other peoples they don't like the offenders because they don't know when the offenders will harm the other peoples.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
You said it is violation of human rights, but I think our life is more important than sexual offender that committed horrible crimes.
I didn't understand.
You,
One more time.
you said it is violation of human rights, but I think our life is more important than sexual offender that committed a horrible crime.
Yes, that's right, but the offenders didn't have loves or something, so they caused crimes.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have any POIs? No. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Emily. Good job. Okay, now from the government team, we have Yesor Ellis. Please, and she's a reply. She's gonna make a final statement. 최종 진술 시간이 됐습니다. 그래서 government 팀의 김예솔 학생이 멋지게 최종 진술을 하겠습니다. Ellis, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Reply of Government Analyst. Firstly, our team thanks the opponent side for giving their sincere suggestion. However, our team claims that our bill should be passed. Our team is sending today saying we should have disclosure system for the sexual criminals. The other team claims that most ex-convicts on the list would have hard time to getting a job, and this system could lead to networking among the sexual criminals. However, our team says this ex-convict can ruin the children's lives again. Also, Conside claimed that this system is an invasion of human rights. However, I think this is not always true. But still, our opponent's side says this is an invasion of human rights. However, according to Special Act on the Punishment of Sexual Crimes and Paragraph 1 of Article 23, it says, if we have enough evidence or prevention of repeat crime and protect our children, we can disclose the criminal's name, address, and face other things too. According to statistics, 87.7% of people will agree with we should have disclosure system for sexual criminals, and 12.3% of people will disagree with this hot topic. Ladies and gentlemen, the victims will never forget this pain forever. We should think of victim's side. If we do, we cannot disagree with disclosure system. Of course, criminal family is important too. However, our team thinks we cannot understand victim. Think about it. Have you ever been victim? If we are not, we cannot understand victim's side forever. Everyone, our team's claim is more better because we have evidence for our claim. Our team demands that we nominate versus civil opinion. Let us help victim families. If you're thinking about victims, please give your vote to our team. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Noah?
Any POI? Okay. Thank you, Alex. Okay, so finally, from the opposition team, we have opposition reply. Jessica, please welcome up to a podium. Everyone, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jessica, and I will be a member on the con team. Today, I will explain disclosure of sexual crime record. I will argue some reason for having this opinion. Our team strongly believe we must protect our citizens. First of all, I argue with anyone not suffering from sexual attacks. I think we have to have another choice to defend citizens, victims, or even offenders. This system has many problems. We have another side to solve this problem. Second, I argue a law is law, however it unjust it may seem. I will explain offenders' families' human rights. However, opponent team has forgotten another aspect of law. Constitution's 3 clause of 12 articles, no one should suffer for their family's guilt. It can create a severe restriction on employment. I have some story about this. The teenager boy recently died because of his father's guilt. Is this fair? Is this justice? Punishing people for for what their family's guilt? Besides, today 674 people's personal information is on the site. This is strange. The offender number is 625. Who are these 49 people? Are we putting up collect information at all? Most of all, we should focus on prevent, not punishment. Ladies and gentlemen, offenders are also citizens on our country. Let us not to be emotional. Let us to get rid of these criminals. Let's give opportunity for them to live a new life. Thank you.
POI. You said we should change the system,
Yes.
but I think the system is good enough.
That has a offenders human rights problem or something else to not defend anybody. Think that. Any POI? Yes.
You said we have to protect our citizens, so I think we should have this closer system and we can know their faces and we can protect ourselves, our children, and our citizens.
In news that make citizens felt is nervous or disappointed of that I think I read the news.
Yes.
And July? No. Thank you.
자, 그래서 이렇게 해서 토론이 끝났고 두 팀 다 정말 최선을 다한 것 같습니다. 그래서 더 열심히 잘했고요. 예, 그래서 이제 우리 심사하시는 분들이 선생님들이 이제 점수를 집계해서 이 라운드의 최종 승자를 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 네,
네, 점수 결과 나왔습니다. 잘 봤고요. 역시 레벨이 아까 프리트에서 이제 그레나이트, 제스퍼로 올라갔기 때문에 훨씬 토론이 참 잘 진행된 것 같습니다. 마음에 들고요. 개인적으로 두 팀 다 뽑아주고 싶습니다. 그러나 운명의 화살은 한 팀한테만 꽂혀야 되겠죠. 이제 참고적으로 이쪽에 그 오프레이션 팀은 G2 레벨이고요. 여기에 가버먼 팀은 그보다 레벨이 한 단위 높은 J6 레벨이죠. 그러니까 레벨 차이가 사실 났습니다. 그래서 한두 정도 레벨 차이가 났는데 그게 조금 아마 영향을 미친 것 같아요. 그래서 점수는 the winner is 가버먼 팀이 되겠습니다. 네.